Hi everyone, welcome to our today lecture. In our today lecture, we are going to discuss the third law of return to scale, and that is called decreasing return to scale, or we call it as decreasing DRS or decreasing return to scale. And we have another name for it, and that is called increasing cost. Simply, we can discuss it at what is meant by decreasing return to scale. When you hired extra number of laborers and every extra labor gives you less production as compared to the previous labor. So that's mean that that particular production function is showing decreasing return to scale. When percentage increase in all factor inputs causes proportionally less increase in output, generally there is a level after which output increases in a smaller proportion as compared to increase in the amount of factors input. This is the point where the economies have achieved its optimum level, and if that particular firm hire more number of laborers after that optimum level, then it will give him less and less production when he hire more number of labor. A decreasing return to scale occurs if firm keeps on increasing the input even after the stage of optimum capacity. Like I said, this stage is also known as stage of increasing cost and occurs because of economies of large scale production. Why this is happening? Because we are giving same wage to the every labor, and every additional labor giving us less and less production as compared to the previous labor. So in this way our cost is increasing. Why is so? Because wage is our cost, wage is our cost of the production, and we are giving same wage to the every labor, and every new labor giving us less and less production. So in this way it is increasing our cost. Now let's discuss the example of decreasing return to scale. If a firm increases input by 10% but the output increases by less than 10%, the firm is said to be exhibit decreasing return to scale. In case of decreasing return to scale, the firm faces diseconomies of scale. It means that it cost increases when he increases its output. The firm's scale of production leads to higher average cost per unit produced. So as I have mentioned earlier, that this is the second name of this law, that your cost increases, and we also call it as law of increasing return to law of increasing cost. So as you can see that if you increase your input by 10% and your output increases by less than 10%, so input there is a more change in input but there is a less change in output, that is called decreasing return to scale. And what are the reasons behind for the decreasing return to scale? The first reason, difficulty in coordination in management, like the manager or the supervisor is failed to manage with its labors. Secondly, technical diseconomies. The firm maybe have not the modern technology, he is using the old technology. Limited availability of factor of production. You are increasing your labor but you are not increasing your machinery. So in this way your output decreases. So now let's discuss about the decreasing return to scale in graphically and in a table schedule. We have taken labor in first column, and the second column is showing the marginal product, and the third column is showing the total product. As you can see that the first labor is giving you 10 unit of output, and when you have hired second labor it gives you 8 unit of output, and the third labor gives you 6, and the fourth labor is giving you the 4 unit of output. But when you see at the series of the marginal product, it's showing a decreasing trend. First labor give us 10 output, second labor give us 8 output, third give us 6 and fourth give us 4. So every additional labor is giving us less and less production as compared to the previous one. So that is why we are calling it as decreasing return to scale. No doubt our total product is increasing, but total product increases at decreasing rate. As you can see that the total change from here to here is 10 unit, but the change from 18 to 24 is 6. No doubt total product increases, but now the change is less as compared to the previous change. Here we have made a graph of the marginal product in case of decreasing return to scale. On x-axis we have taken the number of unit of labor and capital, or we can say that on x-axis we have taken the input and y-axis is showing the number of output. When we hire the first labor, its marginal product is 10, and when we have hired second labor, its marginal product is 8, and at third labor its marginal product is 6, and at fourth labor its marginal product is 4. And when we have joined all of these points, then we have a marginal product curve and it is showing decreasing return to scale or increasing cost. How we can say that it is called increasing cost? Let's say the wage for every labor is 10. Okay, so we are giving same wage to the every labor. So when we have hired second labor, we are giving him 10 rupees or $10 wage, but it gives us 8 unit of output, so we have a deficiency of 2 units. So it is increasing our cost. Similarly, when we are hiring more and more number of labors, it is increasing our cost. So that is why we are calling it as decreasing return to scale or law of increasing cost.